Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 8 of What If Naruto Had a Powerful Familiar. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, go ahead and check out the final episode. Yes guys, you heard that right? The final episode of What If Naruto was from all the clans and taken by Obito over Anime King 3. And enjoy that guys. And also over on Anime King, I posted a brand new episode of What If Naruto found the Shinigami weapon. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy guys. And also remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. And also guys, remember to turn on that bell notification to see exactly when I post. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Let's get right into it guys. So, the last part that we left off, as Naruto was called by Sakura, she wanted to know about the fox. As Naruto informed her about everything, she didn't see why the people of Konoha hated him for this, as he was protecting them if he had contained the fox inside himself. And not to mention, Sakura knew a demon, so demons weren't all that bad. Not to mention, Naruto told her that the fox was being controlled, as all of this treatment that Naruto got when he was younger was not justified. As she told him that it doesn't matter, that she's here for him, no matter what they say. As the both of them had become real, good friends, like siblings. Despite what her parents said, she didn't care, as Naruto had saved her life numerous times now, times that she couldn't even count. After which, Naruto had made his way as the Kyuubi needed help. The seal was slowly destroying her, so Naruto worked on the seal, as it took him some time. It was then that he had met Jiraiya, as Naruto showed no interest in being any kind of friends or anything with the man. But Jiraiya tried and tried, as Naruto asked him about the seal if it would work, knowing that Jiraiya was a seal master. As Jiraiya saw what he was about to do, he wanted to refrain Naruto from doing that, but Naruto didn't give a damn what he was going to say. He just asked him if the seal was going to work. After looking it over, Jiraiya said yes, as Naruto decided to enact his plan. That is when he first met Minato, as he beat the living crap out of him with a solid punch. He cursed at him for a bit until he calmed himself down, as Minato was finally able to meet his son, as the both of them talked for a while. Despite his anger for him, it slowly subsided, as he was never going to see him again once. This imprint of his father was gone, and that made him sad, but still, at least he got to meet him. So with that, Naruto freed her from the seal, as she came in a human body. Little did he know he was gonna find out a lot more. Some time passed as Shishi came, as he was with his two younger siblings that saw Naruto as their uncle. As they rushed towards him, they were cute, but they were also a lot of trouble, as they loved to cause a lot of trouble with them running up around and doing all kinds of things. Naruto went to visit Hinata. Shishi also told him about the Kyuubi. With the demons realizing that the Kyuubi was sealed, some of the other ones wanted to take over, as his mother told him to bring the siblings here because there was a lot of problem going on in the demon realm. So she was kind of worried for their safety, as Shishi was taking care of them for now. But this made Naruto happy, as he felt like he had a big family, with the two younger siblings and him, and everyone here. It felt like a big happy family, which he never really had before. So with that, he made his way, as Naruto ran into something in the night. It was none other than Kin, as those who had hit her and she dropped down to the ground, saying that they had failed on their objective, as they had no idea what Orochimaru would do to them. As Naruto threatened Dosu was so scared he almost wet himself, as Naruto took Kin along with him, who had valuable intel for the village. As long as they would grant her asylum, as Naruto granted her passage into his clan. When Akio found out about this, she took the girl, as she had a wonderful idea. The next day, Shishi gave Naruto the summoning contract. As Naruto performed his first summon, a massive smoke went off. The voice that spoke was something rather dark. A booming, powerful voice that asked, "Who summoned me?" As Naruto looked up in shock. So yeah guys, with basically I spoiled off, you guys can switch across the place, check out for yourself, and yeah. What do you say begin this new episode? Remember to go ahead and check out Anime King and Anime King 3. So without further ado, what do you say begin this new episode? Let's get right into it, guys. "Who has summoned me?" the deep booming voice said, as Naruto and Shishi nearly fall off the ground. But it was no longer the ground they were on though. They were on the back of a large fox. He had black jet fur. He sniffed the air. "Shishi, what are you doing here?" "What's up, Uncle Gur?" Shishi had to shout. "Naruto, me my Uncle Gur. He was once the guardian to hell, but he was fired because he slept in on the job and let go of a dozen or so souls. That wasn't my fault. You're the one that broke my alarm clock. Now, who is this human with you?" "Is it a snack for me?" Gur asked. Naruto jumped and landed in front of the fox as he bowed his head respectfully. "Hello. My name is Uzumaki Namikaze Naruto, and Shishi gave me the summoning contract to sign. It's an honor to meet you, Gur-san." As Gur blinked for a moment. Well, at least he has manners. As Shishi jumped down towards Naruto. "So why have you summoned me, boy?" "I don't see any battle to be fought," said Gur. "Well, I just got the spin of things, and you were my first summon." "Oh, I see now. Well then, I shall inform the other foxes that we have a new summoner. I hope to see you soon, and to help you in battle." "Likewise, Gur-san. Also, please tell the other foxes that I might need their help for our upcoming invasion in my home." "I will inform them all," said Gur, as Naruto nodded. Gur then poofed away, as Shishi pulled out another scroll from his jacket. "Listen well, Uzumaki, this scroll is only meant for me, because it's only able to summon one. He will need to be used in times of war. Only summon him when there is no alternative. Understood?" said Shishi. For once there was no smile on his face, he was dead serious. As Naruto looked at the new scroll, he nodded. "So who does this summon?" Naruto asked. "A good friend of mine that is supposed to be destroyed, but because of yours truly, I prevented it and make him a summon behind the others' backs. I keep him a secret from everyone else because they fear that he will become rampant and destroy everything that he touches. That's mostly what he's for, but don't get me wrong, he's actually a sweet little thing. Except when he's armed. Well then you're screwed. Other than that, summon him. To get to know him," said Shishi. As Naruto bit his finger and went through hand sign, as he slammed his hand in the scroll. Summoning jutsu. A poof went off. As Naruto saw blue ears and black shiny eyes. Time skip. Later that day, Hokage's tower. "You can't be serious," said Naruto. The Hokage just told him that the new Mizukage, his wife, daughter, stepson, father-in-law, mirror of the wave, was all coming to the Chunin exams. Wasn't the last Mizukage the one that wanted the bloodline purge? He just hoped the new one was different, otherwise, it would seem that he sent Haku and Zabuza to their deaths. It seems so, Naruto-kun, and apparently, the Mizukage knows you, and he wanted to marry his daughter as a sign of peace to Konoha and Kiri. As Naruto blinked at him. "You can't be serious, right?" said Naruto. "And unfortunately, I tried to tell them that there will be a bit of skirmish here, to try and make them change their mind. But this just made them bring more shinobis with them, to help us out." As Naruto blinked in confusion, who the hell was this new Mizukage? He was curious. Time skip. Hayate couldn't believe what he saw. Not only was the Sand and Stone attacking, and that Gaia girl also killed Hadosu kid. He had to tell Hokage this immediately. But just then, Baki, who was standing there, "I will take care of the eavesdropper, as a sign of our allegiance." Hayate flashed away in pure speed as Baki went after him. Persistent guy, isn't he? As Hayate pulled his blade as Baki flashed in front of him, he brought his blade down but it stabbed into the Jonin vest. "Swords are okay, but winged swords are much more potent," said Baki, as he prepared a wind blade on his hand. "Indeed," said the voice. A hand came from Hayate's shadow and slammed into Baki's face, throwing the man back as he crashed into a nearby building. As Naruto emerged, "Now you stay there," he said. He then grabbed onto Hayate's hand and flashed away with the Harashin as he was gone. Back he ran for his life. As this was bad, really bad. Time skip, Chunin exams, outside the stadium. All of the people were here, excited to see the new fights. They were also shocked that the new Mizukage was coming, along with his family as well. Shops were there, as they had brought a lot of them into the stadium right there, and one of them being the Ichiraku Ramen family. As Naruto sat there with a happy smile. You know, Naruto-kun, Ayam said, as Naruto was on his 5th bowl already. You might be late if you don't hurry up. As Naruto continued to eat happily. Are you kidding me, said Naruto. I haven't had ramen in a whole 36 hours. I have to eat, otherwise I won't have my strength to fight properly. As he tried to reason, but no matter what happened, his addiction to ramen was just too great. Yeah, well, you got like 10 minutes before it's time. Yeah, don't worry, said Naruto as he placed the bowl up towards his head, and he swallowed everything rather quickly. As he gave her the money, as she wished him good luck as he made his way off. As Naruto saw Hinata, as he flashed, he appeared behind her and hugged her from behind. But he minded her chest area and her stomach area, as he didn't want to cause her any pain. There was still a few bandages there. Hello, Hinata-chan, he said. I was wondering where you were. So how's my favorite? How you get Eris doing? Fine, Naruto-kun, she said. As Naruto broke the hug, I wanted to ask you something. Shoot, said Naruto. I know you want to get revenge on Neji, but I was hoping that you wouldn't. As Naruto went silent, the silence was killing Hinata as she wanted to know what he thought of this. As he finally spoke, excuse me, Hinata, but I don't think I heard you correctly. Did you just say you don't want me killing Neji, said Naruto. As Naruto was angry and confused, after everything that bastard did. Yes, please, Naruto-kun, she said. Can I maim him then, said Naruto. Hinata tried to glare at him, she really tried. But with a blush and her beautiful face, it looked like a pout. But it still got the effect on him. Fine, said Naruto, but there will be a few broken bones or bruises. No one hurt anyone that is precious to me and get away with it. I want that to be a clear message to all the people that is watching. She reluctantly accepted as Naruto brought her to her seat first, before he made his way down. This will suck. No, I can't kill him in an awesome super way like I planned, said Naruto. Does that mean you're ready for your fight? Naruto paused as he turned. Looking behind him, he was surprised. Time skip. I know he wouldn't show up, Neji thought. As everyone was waiting, he knew that he could not defy fate, so he ran. Expected, Neji said, as Naruto was not here. Sakura was not here either. That was until a black mist exploded in the center of the arena. It engulfed all of the contestants. As everyone was shocked, thinking that this was an attack, so they got themselves ready. But a gust of wind appeared and wrapped the black mist into one spot. As it twirled around, the black mist started to take shape and color. Show the two contestants that were not there. One of them were completely different. Mainly speaking, it was Sakura. She was now wearing a full fishnet bodysuit that reached her ankles and her wrists. Over that was a black long sleeve shirt that stopped right above her stomach. A pair of black shorts that reached at mid-thigh. Gray skirt that was over it with slits coming down so you could see the shorts. She was holding Shishi, sword form next to her, the blade slightly leaning against her. As her hair was dyed black, with two pink bangs coming down in her face. As Naruto was crouched down next to her. As his sword was resting on his shoulder. As the sheath was pointed in the ground. All in all, the two shadow wielders looked pretty damn cool. We're not late, are we? Said Sakura. No, you guys are fine. As Naruto noticed it was no longer Hayate. As Naruto's eyes glanced up towards Baki. As he gave him a farewell grin. As Baki glared at him. Shall we begin? First of all, my name is Genma. The rules here are the same as the preliminaries. You're either out when I say so, or if your opponent is knocked out or killed. So without any further words, the matches shall begin soon. As Naruto glanced toward the Kage's box, where he saw the Mizukage family, the man had a large cleaver blade. The man was rather tall, he was wearing the standard Kage's robes. As Naruto focused on the blade, it looked so... Wait, was that Zabuza's blade? As Naruto focused on the Mizukage as he looked past the hat, as he saw a bandage at the bottom half of the Mizukage face. Black hair. He had no eyebrows. Naruto's eyes went wide. Zabuza is a Mizukage? Wait, Sir Toby Jiji said that he was married. And he had a stepson. Wait, to who? As Naruto's eyes focused, his eyes widened as he saw the woman that was sitting down next to him. And father-in-law. Naruto couldn't believe it. It was Tsunami. As Naruto was surprised. And the other two are old man Tazuna and Inari. And the daughter that he had was none other than Haku. She noticed him looking at her as she waved with a smile on her face. As Naruto waved back with a smile, as he saw Inari and Tazuna, both of them grinning down towards him, Tsunami waving a bit. Naruto also noticed the blade next to Inari. Was the boy being trained by Zabuza? And the knife that he gave him was still on his hip. Tazuna didn't look drunk. That was a shocker. Their clothing was rather elegant. Would you look at that? It seems that Zabuza finally fulfilled his dream. Not to mention, he got a family. The proctor then spoke. Will everyone except for Neji and Naruto go up to the balcony? The Genins doing as instructed as they made their way up. A mantra was going off in Naruto's head. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. But every time he saw Neji's face, he remembered how badly he hurt Hinata, and the urge to just slice him apart was so great, he literally had to bite down his lip. As he spat to the side, blood coming out of his mouth, he had to forcefully bite on his cheek. As Genma raised his arm, alright, the first match of the Chunin exams between Naruto and Neji. Begin! Naruto rocketed forward as Neji dodged, as Naruto stopped behind him. It is best if you back out now, Uzumaki-san. I have seen your records at the academy, and you are nothing compared to me, just a mere commoner fool. Fate has already declared me the victor, and you shall fall by my hands. As Naruto's hand started to tremble, the blade in his hand shaking as Neji thought that he was afraid. As Naruto took a deep breath and calmed himself down. As he turned towards him, is fate your bitch or something? I mean, you keep on saying this fate crap. Declaring fate this, declaring fate that. Seriously, do you pay her to say this shit to you? If you would listen closely, you would have heard that girl scream out, I'm no one's bitch. But it was far in the background. Don't think you can humor me, Uzumaki. I will not be that easily distracted like what you did with the Inazaka ear, said Neji. You didn't answer my question, said Naruto. Neji scoffed regardless of my answer. You will lose. So is that a yes? As Neji shot forward, his palm thrust back. When he was close enough, he aimed for Naruto's heart. As Naruto easily sidestepped him. As Naruto lashed out his leg, but Neji twists. As he brought his hand down, but Naruto moved his shoulder out of the way. As Neji's palm hit the ear. As Naruto turned and smashed his fist into his stomach. Neji staggered back a bit. He scowled as he moved in, as Naruto dodged 3 strikes, before Neji smirked as he countered when Naruto lashed out his fist. He struck Naruto in the left arm, as Naruto staggered back. Give up. That arm of yours is now unable to use chakra. It is best if you just relax, knowing that fate has already declared you being a loser. Fate bullshit once again. Do you think I can't fight with one arm, said Naruto. Have you never heard of one-handed seals, you stupid fool? Naruto flashed to one-handed hand signs. Wind style. Great wind breakthrough! Neji was blasted back with multiple cuts all over him. He landed on his back, groaning in pain. Get up, Hyuga. Prepare to feel the consequences of your actions, said Naruto. Meanwhile, up in the Kage's box, Zabuza was quirking a non-existent eyebrow. What's up with the kid? He seemed rather pissed with the Hyuga, he said. Sir Toby nodded. During the second part of the exams, Neji Hyuga fought against his cousin Hinata Hyuga and severely hurt her, and belittled her as well. Naruto isn't the type of person to let something like that slide, so now he has a score to settle with Neji. I see, said Zabuza. From what he last remembered, the kid was immensely strong for his age, and he seemed to have gotten stronger. He glanced towards Haku, who was looking at Naruto in awe. Not having a normal childhood like other kids, Haku was impressed by Naruto's display of power. Not that it wasn't impressive, but kids these days, preferring cool and flashy other than effectiveness. As Zabuza watched Naruto slam this blade in the wall, after missing Neji and the entire thing broke. What the hell? Whoa, said Inari, as he looked on in awe. I wonder if he would teach me that someday. I wonder how this invasion will go. Hopefully, those few things that Zabuza-kun taught me will come in handy, thought Tsunami, as she had her ninjato hidden under her kimono, as Tazuna was just immensely happy to watch the fight. But the Jonins realized that Naruto was not even trying. He was not even putting in effort, as Neji was trying to survive but Naruto was just toying around. He seemed pissed, but he was calm enough not to kill Neji. Back in the fight, Neji was cursing in anger no matter how much points that he closed. Naruto simply hit him with more force. Granted, Naruto wasn't even using any chakra. He only used 2 jutsu on his blade, and he already made so much more damage than what Neji thought was possible. But he finally got Naruto where he wanted him as he dropped down low. You're in my range. 8 tetragrams, 64 palms. Neji appeared in front of Naruto at quick speed. 2 bombs, 4 bombs, as he kept on hitting Naruto repeatedly, until he reached 64 palms. He knocked Naruto away as he crashed on the ground. Hinata started to panic. Please be alright, Naruto-kun, she thought. It was then that Naruto poofed away, as he heard mock clapping. Everyone turned as Naruto's blade was embedded in the wall, as he sat right on it. That kind of sucks, said Naruto. I thought it would just take him to take you out, but that means I'll have to fight you myself. Well, I will enjoy this more, said Naruto, as Naruto leaped off. He pulled his blade from the wall and landed, the ground cracked underneath him. It kinda sucked that you can't really touch me, said Naruto. I've heard your eyes can see almost anything. Then tell me, said Naruto, as he raised his hand and appeared. Neji was shocked when Naruto placed 2 fingers on his chest. Could you see me? As Neji was baffled. Was that teleportation? Naruto slammed the hilt of Red Queen in Neji's face. His body was tossed like a rag doll. I mean, as Naruto reappeared, what's the point if you can't even see me? As he kicked Neji straight up in the sky. If you can't even see what I do, said Naruto as he appeared above Neji. He brought his foot down the axe kick. Neji's body was sent hurtling. It hit the ground like a nuclear bomb and exploded outwards, as Neji's entire body was planted in the ground. As Naruto landed, he was about to land right on Neji's throat, but Neji rolled it away as Naruto's feet hit the ground, cracking it from the strain. Neji forcefully got to his feet, coughing up blood, as he dropped into his Jayukin stance. He couldn't believe that he didn't notice Naruto sitting there doing nothing. All this time he was fighting a damn clone. All this time! He was angry about that. He started to walk until that walk turned into a jog, and then he started to run. As Neji saw it, as he waited for the perfect moment, and then he shouted, Rotation! As Naruto wasn't able to stop himself in time as he stabbed the blade in it, but he was thrown back as he slammed into the wall. Neji came marching over. Give up now, Uzumaki. Fate, say something about fate one more time, and I'll rip your mouth off, said Naruto, as he was tired of his bullshit. You stupid illiterate fool. Fate is not real, it is created by stupid, lazy people who are too blind to take control of their own destinies. You believe that people can change? Then look at me. I went from being alone and hated to having a family that cares about me and keep me sane. If I had not met my partner a long time ago, I would have surely gone insane and caused pure havoc and chaos. As Naruto Hirishin right in front of Neji. So stop being a fool and grow up, as he sliced. Neji's headband was cut off as it clanked to the ground. As he slammed a kick in Neji's chest, he slammed into the wall as Naruto appeared in front of him. As amusing as this seal is, I believe that it's a leash that you have, so why not take it off? Be happy that you didn't kill Hinata-chan. Even now when she can't harm you much, she's the only reason why you're still alive. I want you to remember that. I was planning on slaughtering you in the most painful way possible, but she begged me to spare your life. And if she sees something worth saving inside of you, then I will oblige. As Naruto's blade started to glow, before he sliced, everyone was surprised that they thought he took off Neji's head, but there was no blood, as Naruto had sliced right through the seal. Instead of blood, the black ink started to be sucked into the blade. As Neji collapsed to his knees, "Let's see you make up any damn excuse now. After all, you are free now," said Naruto. As Neji passed out, the proctor and everyone was shocked. As he walked over, "Winner! Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze," he said. For a second, all was silent. Did he just say Namikaze? People started to whisper. They wondered if they were hearing correctly. Was he related to the fourth Hokage? He was the only one that they knew by that name, Minato Namikaze. As Zabuza started to laugh, "I had a feeling that flashy thing he did was familiar." The civilians then started shouting, "It's not true! Or he can't be the son of the fourth." "Enough!" The voice of Hiruzen came out. "You have all declined Naruto-kun being a human in the beginning. Well, no more. He is indeed the son of Minato Namikaze and heir to the Namikaze clan. As soon as he become a Chunin, he will have all rights to Namikaze's seat in the council. Naruto is no demon or monster but this village. It has caused him to go through drastic changes, just to save those he loves. As he said before, you all need to grow up," said Sarutobi. As everyone was shocked, they went silent as Naruto returned back to the balcony. "So, your old man is a fourth Hokage," said Tamari. "Yep," said Naruto. "And if their silence is anything to go by, they will soon start to beg for forgiveness and beg me to marry their daughters. But I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not just going to forgive them that easily. They will first have to go through some redemption," he said, with an evil smirk. The next match was Sakura versus Cho. While all of that was going on, the Kazekage under his veil, well, he was smirking. This boy had a lot more power than Sasuke-kun. He need to learn how to remove that fox, because once he did that, the body would be up for the taking. As he smiled under his veil, he remained quiet. Naruto wished Sakura luck, as she made her way down, as Shishi was beside her. While she didn't have the same control over shadows like he did, Shishi took care of that, manipulating what she could not. Meanwhile, Naruto was being bombarded with a bunch of questions from his friends. "So that means that you're in the CRA thing, like Sasuke Shikamaru asked." "Yeah, but unlike him, I actually love my girls. And I still think that he's gay." "Wait, girls? As if in, you already have more than one?" As Naruto nodded with a grin on his face, as Shikamaru sighed. "Troublesome blondes," he said. As Naruto simply chuckled some more. As Akio appeared, "Everything is ready, Naruto-kun. As soon as you summon the foxes, I order them to only attack. The one with the musical notes, and the stand gourds on their headband." As Naruto whispered a good job to her. Down below, "Why, looky here, aren't you the cutest thing? Well, too bad you're gonna be a smear on the ground once I'm done with you," said Cho. As Cho bit her finger and summoned something from a seal on her wrist. It was a chain with a hook on the end, as she twirled it around herself. As Shishi grew in size, as he became large. Seeing a large fox put the spectators on edge, as some of them remember that night it was just the fear of seeing a fox. Jinma brought his hand up before he brought it down. "Begin!" Instantly, Shishi lunged forward as he tried to chomp onto the girl, but she leaped to the side and threw the chain towards him. It wrapped around Shishi's neck, as Cho tried to pull him in, but she got pulled instead. He channeled his power into the chain as it became black, switching from grey to black. Her hand started to burn as she quickly unwrapped the chain, removing it, cutting the power that he was pushing inside of it. She was about to attack again until her entire body was wrapped up by black threads coming from her own shadow. Shadow style, Larvis, punishment jutsu, said Sakura as the threads combined and wrapped around her entire body. But Cho's body burst apart into mud, showing that he was a mud clone. Sakura leaped away as a real Cho burst from underground, trying to grab her. As Cho flashed through hand sign, fire style, fire stream jutsu, she said, as she blew a stream directly towards Sakura. Sakura jumped backwards as the wall was the only thing behind her, so there was no doubt that she was going to get burned. Instead, she melted through her shadow and she was gone. Cho frowned as she then spun around. She gasped out in pain as she was sliced along the shoulder as she saw two Sakura standing there, both of them holding a blade. She sent her chain forward as it wrapped around one of the Sakuras, as Cho yanked, but it poof, showing that it was a clone as the real Sakura came in Cho ducked, but Sakura brought her feet up as it slammed in the girl's face, launching her backwards. As Cho flipped, she spat out blood. "You're really fast one, aren't you?" said Cho. "I guess I'll have more fun than I anticipated." She then launched multiple kunais and shouted, "Kunai Shadow Clone Jutsu!" Sakura stabbed Shishi in the ground in front of her as he transformed back into a fox. His tails wrapped around her. The kunais were bounced off the tail as Sakura smirked. "Is that all you have?" she said. Cho frowned. It was then that she felt something behind her. She turned. What is that? Water prison! A clone of Sakura trapped her in a water prison. When did she? As Cho cursed as she could not get out. "Well, if that is the case, it seems I'll have to show you my power. The power my brother gave me." "Alright, let's get started," said Sakura, as Shishi nodded. Up in the stands, Sakura's mother, Aisako, was shocked by her daughter's behavior. When she went to her room with a black hair dye and a shopping bag, she didn't think much of it. But now, seeing her use the same powers that Demon Brat used, she knew that he had done something to her Sakura. She glared towards Chijuki, but he simply grinned at her. "You monster, you're gonna pay for what you did to my sweet baby girl." As Naruto glared at the woman, she was one of the many reasons why his life was alive in hell, so he was simply gonna let her believe what she wanted to. Before bursting her bubble, it might be fun to see her sputter up a storm. Back down in the stands, Shishi wrapped his tails around the water sphere as he started to pump more yokai into it. If there was one thing that he learned, pumping raw yokai into water caused it to heat up really quickly. As Cho started to scream, "Give up," said Sakura. As Cho growled in anger until something on their shoulder started to pulse painfully. Sakura's eyes widened when she saw the mark on Cho's skin. They looked like small teardrops, chained together. The water prison expanded before it exploded outwards, forcing Shishi and Sakura to jump back. The slightly unstable girl was reduced to a maniac. She was frothing at the mouth and grinning psychotically. "Time for you to die," she yelled. She threw the chain towards Sakura. Sakura sidestepped the chain, but Cho thrust fire chakra through it. Sakura had to duck as the thing came back around, as the hook on the end sliced her slightly on her cheek, making a small cut as she felt the insane heat coursing through it as it dug in the ground. "Time to die! Once I'm done with you, I'm gonna skin that fox of yours and wear it as a trophy, you bitch," said Cho. Sakura frowned. "Please give up now," she said. "It's obvious that you're not in a good mental state. You might hurt yourself. The only one that's gonna get hurt is you." As Cho rushed forward. This girl was not normal as she appeared in front of Sakura within seconds, her blade about to slice Sakura's throat open. But Shishi tackled her and bit into her shoulder. It was similar to what happened to Sasuke this mark, as he started to send his yokai into her system to fight it and burn it off. Sakura flashed two hand signs. "Shadow style. Black spike graveyard," she said. Her shadow spread as it filled the entire area. Genma jumped up on the wall. Hearing that technique name, he figured that it wouldn't be wise to be around the girl. Black spikes then shot up. They pierced through Sakura and Shishi, but it did not affect them. On the other hand, Cho, she got pierced numerous times. As she struggled for a while until her body gave out, she collapsed dead. The spikes then shrunk and poured back into Sakura's shadow, as Sakura stood there, looking at Cho. Before she threw up, she threw up even more. As Shishi came over, "It's okay, Sakura, you did what was necessary." I killed her," said Sakura. "But she would have killed you. I'm sorry. But you must become accustomed to killing. That is a way of a shinobi you must kill, even if it hurts," as he placed her on his back, before he brought her up towards the boots. As Naruto walked over, "Good job, Sakura," he said. "You did well." She looked up towards him with a smile. It was a rather weak smile, as Naruto kneeled down in front of her. "If it helps, you don't have to enjoy killing. You'll become used to it until you feel very little. But as long as you always feel like pain, you know that you still remain human." Her smile extended. "Thanks, brother," she said, as she let sleep claim her. The next match was Sasuke. If he didn't get here before time ran out, he will be disqualified. He was given a bit of time. Lucky enough. "Kakashi, you're late." Again, said Genma. You're lucky. His two other teammates performed so well. As Kakashi glanced up towards the balcony, he was surprised to see Sakura looking so different. Sasuke looked towards her. He was surprised even more. She looked a lot different than you remember. And those techniques that he saw her using, he should know them. Well, Sakura always crushed on him ever since day one, so it would be easy to get anything from her. And Shishi gave the boy a glare, the way he was looking at Sakura, as he was thinking of ways to make him suffer in pain. Kakashi on the other hand liked the improvement, as she also looked like she came from the same clan as Naruto, with all the dark clothing. Which reminds me, he turned towards Sakura's mother. Kakashi sighed as he could already hear his ears bleeding. The woman was loud, like incredibly loud. Well, you had about 31 seconds before Sasuke was disqualified, so you're lucky that you popped up now. You also missed the other two fought. I must say, they're two of the strongest kids I've ever seen fought. Kakashi could not claim that he was the one that taught them, as he didn't really teach them much. As Gaia slowly made her way down, she saw Naruto as she glared at him. Why is he loved by people? He shouldn't be. He should be like me, she thought. She turned her attention towards Sasuke. I will get rid of him quickly, so I can fight the Uzumaki. He should suffer along with me, she thought to herself. Gaia, I know that you don't like him, but it's best if you stay away from him, said Shikaku. Mother, I thought you want me to spill his blood. Yes, but I also want to stay alive. So just stay away from him and keep us both alive, for as long as possible. But Gaia's mind was done made up. Despite going beyond her mother's wishes, she was gonna kill the Uzumaki. Naruto wondered why she was glaring at him. It seems like she just didn't like him that much. As Naruto saw the copy of the Sharingan had paid off quite well for Sasuke, that copy ability, because he was using Lee Taijutsu moves. But he still could not touch Gaia, so he went for something big. As Sasuke pulled out a Chidori. Yes, he knew the Chidori now, as he was planning to end the match rather quickly. He rushed down the wall, tearing it out. Great, you showed him your lightning blade, making his ego skyrocket, making him believe he has the ultimate jutsu. I say that he has 2 months before he dies in combat, said Naruto. I say 3 months. 2 months if we make him feel inferior, and then he's gonna start to want to look for trouble, said Sakura. Kakashi sighed. I agree, he said, 3 months. As they all looked at each other before they placed money in a bag, as Naruto sealed it away. The sand ninjas, though, they were shocked as hell when they saw the Chidori went through Gaia-san. Gaia was surprised as she saw. What? Blood? Blood? My blood? My blood, she screamed out. The scream was rather terrifying. It was then that chaos went off. An explosion went off in the Kage's boot as it was filled with smoke. Feathers started to fall as Naruto smirked. Finally! I was waiting for some bloodshed. It's time to have some fun. In the underworld. The underworld was like a desert, with darkness hanging over it. There was a grey sky, black sand, mist in the air, an agonizing screaming of the dead. He turns attention towards a large door to his left. The door was made of the strongest metal in the universe. As it was also wrapped up in chains, the key was destroyed a long time ago, and in center of the door was a massive insignia. A spiral, to be exact. He looked up towards a vortex. Through the vortex, souls were coming down towards him. And Uzumaki is still alive. Great. Now I'm gonna have a surplus of souls. I thought the last one was that Kushina girl. The Shinigami thought. Back to the world of living, it was chaos. Sakura was slightly scared of killing again, but Naruto was eager to spill some blood. As Shishi was grinning like a madman as he was in his human form, Sakura and Akio sighed at them, as they decided to let the boys be, as they went their separate ways. As Naruto went through hand sign, summoning jutsu, a pack of foxes, around 50 or so, appeared in front of him. Some of them were wearing vests, pants, hats, glasses. The colors are mostly darkish like grey, black. There was a dull white, almost borderline on grey, and there was a dark blue. You guys know what to do. Attack! As they spread off in all different directions, Naruto turned as he saw Sasuke leaped away. A demonic hand tried to rip him to pieces. Sand at Sasuke's feet yanked him forward. As the hand was about to skewer him, Naruto's hand shot out into a black mist and created a massive deformed hand that gripped the sand hand. Now Gaia, I hate the bastard as much as you, but I can't just allow you to kill him like that. His soul is as good as mine, said Naruto, with a grin on his face. The hand started to shrink back down, as Naruto's hand returned back to normal. I'm gonna kill you, Uzumaki, when I'm done. You're going to be in as much pain as I am. She hissed angrily as the sand crumbled away around her. Her siblings didn't appear. She then started to scream and clutch her head. Come on, Gaia, we need to leave. Temari picked her up and leaped away. Sasuke leaped after them, unwilling to let them escape. As Kakashi arrived, report he said. Sakura and Shishi had made their way off to make sure that Jiji and Zabuza are okay. Sasuke just went off, hopefully to his death, and finally has someone in my pack to take care of a few of the pests around here, said Naruto. As if on cue, 2 spears of flame burned through 2 sound ninjas as they were turned to dust, the flames consuming them whole. 2 red fox, one of them had a bandana over his left eye, the other one had a bandana over his right eye. They grinned before one of their tails came up as they clapped it together like a high five before they jumped off. Fine, go wake up all that you need and help Sasuke. Why can't we just let him die, said Naruto, in a rather childish way. Kakashi sighed because I spent too much damn time teaching him, and I don't want that all to go to waste. Right, fine, said Naruto. As Naruto made his way off, hey, Shikamaru, get up. You and I are gonna go after an idiot. Shikamaru, I know that you're just faking to sleep. As Naruto kicked him, Shikamaru grunted and opened an eye. Damn you, Naruto. Can't you see I was under the illusion? No, you weren't, said Naruto. Now get the hell up. Shikamaru frowned as he slowly got to his feet. He sighed as he glanced around. He was hoping to avoid all of this chaos, but because of this damn blonde he cannot. Hey Shino, said Naruto, as Shino walked over. As a colony of bugs swarmed one of the sound ninjas, the man started to scream. You still want that fight with Kankuro? He asked. Meanwhile, with Sakura, both her and Shishi got into the barrier before it was up. Hiruzen's eyes went wide in shock as he turned to see Sakura there. We made it, she said, as Shishi smirked at that. They looked forward to see Orochimaru as Zabuza, and Hiruzen was standing there as Zabuza was wearing an iron chest plate. As Zabuza gripped the handle of his blade. We want to pay that bastard back for what he did in the forest. This is your perfect opportunity, Sakura, said Shishi. So there is no need to hold back. Give him everything you got. As Shishi rocketed forward before Hiruzen could say anything, his speed immense. He lashed out with a fist. Orochimaru raised his hand to block it, but to his surprise, his hand snapped back because of the force. He was shocked by the strength. It was then an explosion went off, everyone turned. The path that Sakura was standing on, there was a massive crater there now. The girl had moved, and she had broke the ground. Hiruzen was shocked, just what the hell was going on. Orochimaru was speechless as well. As Zabuza was surprised. He remembered that girl, back in the land of Wave. When did she become this strong? Meanwhile that was going on above the Hokage's monument, Hakera and 2 other foxes, along with Gur, who was in his human form. He looked like a man in his mid-20s. He had blonde hair and a goatee. Are you sure you want to do this? It will drain most of your power. I've done it before, and I'll do it again for Naruto-san. I'm sure I can take it, said Gur. Alright then. They all got around their circle and placed their hands on the seals as they channeled yokai into it. I hope this worked, Hikari said, as she started to feel her power drain out, and the other foxes as well. As the sky started darkening, it was working, as her and the other foxes passed out. Meanwhile, with Naruto, he had to leave Shika behind to stop their pursuers. Then he had to leave Shino to face off against Kankuro, as Naruto was moving. Meanwhile, Gaia was angry. You will give me your power. I will kill Uzumaki, she said. Shikaku was making her head pound in pain, so she would forget what she was planning to do, which was clearly suicide. No, you will die, and I want to live. I want to see if I can rip this goddamn seal off. You said you wanted his blood. Now, I will have his blood. I also said I wanted to live. Now do as mother say, and stay the hell away from him. Gaia shook her head and growled as she sensed Naruto's chakra. He's here. He's here and I'm gonna kill him. He doesn't deserve to be happy. He should be hated and alone like me. He should be grateful and letting him die. While he still loved, the seal was too weak. As Shikaku power started to be pulled, it was a curse and a gift to him. Because if she really wanted his power, while it would make her go into a crazy state, she could take his power and there was nothing that he could do because the seal was that weak. Okay, fine. But if we both get sent to Shinigami's stomach, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. As Gaia roared, her entire body got covered in sand. I wouldn't if I was you, Gaia, said Naruto as he landed above her. Your sand might be strong, but I outrank you. And, by everything else, experience, element, power. So I suggest you give up. Shut up, Uzumaki! You shouldn't be living like this, she yelled. I am hated. It is only fair that you're hated as well. As Gaia started to transform into a miniature raccoon. As she raised her killer intent and power, it spread through the village, a feeling of death and slaughter. But it's then that Naruto glanced up as he saw the sun was being blocked out. As the moon was covering the sun, an eclipse. A smile came to Naruto's face as a feeling of dread spread over the place. Pure, absolute darkness swallowed Naruto. His body started to change. His body became a black fox with eyes on his shoulder, with 3 tails behind him, along with a large eye in his chest, and another in the middle of his forehead. Wrapped around him what seemed like a transparent force of energy that kept his body from sucking all life from around him. Shishi explained that without that force of energy, Naruto would unintentionally kill the planet. As Gaia yelled in frustration, "Prepare to die, Uzumaki!" As she called up more sand and shot it towards the Abyss Demon. A demonic wolf head burst from Naruto's shadow and tear her sand to pieces. As Naruto narrowed his gaze towards her, the place around him started to tremble. You have no idea what I'm capable of right now. Stop this. You're all messed up in the head and I don't wish to actually hurt you, said Naruto. I don't care what you wish for. You and everyone else. I'm going to reduce you all to dust. I warned you, said Naruto. Attacking my village is something I cannot allow you to do. So prepare yourself, said Naruto. The shadow around him started to twist and turn. As a demonic growl could be heard, his entire body quivering with power. As Gaia started to release more of Shikaku's power. As the 2 beings start to cause traumatic changes to the area by just clashing their powers. But the feeling of death and dread swallowed everything else as Naruto calmly stepped forward before he vanished. As Gaia rushed forward as well to start their epic showdown. But guys, to be in subscribe right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to be posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in social media platform. But I'm off for now. See you guys soon. Peace.